Tonight we go to the Slovak capital city of Bratislava to meet four lads who call themselves the Beatmen. Over to our Slovak correspondent.
May I introduce to you the Beatmen from Bratislava? They are a group of young musicians. Peter Pedro, 19 years old, a former shop assistant at a bookstore in Bratislava, and a future student of the philosophical faculty at the Comensky University in Bratislava. He wants to study English and Spanish. 18 years old, Marian Bednar, a student of a music school in Bratislava. 17 years old, Miro Bedrić, an apprentice of the Slovak factory. This is an oil refinery in Bratislava. And 17 years old, Dejo Ursini, a student of an electrotechnical college in Bratislava.
Of course, the Beatmen's shining example are the Liverpool Beatles. And let me introduce the Beatmen in their version of This Boy. This and other recordings we shall play you in this program are taken from the Beatmen's performance in Prague. The Slovak boys came to town recently and were a roaring success, although their group has only been in existence since last Christmas. They have floated up to the top of the sea of some 300 amateur beat groups that exist up and down the country. In quite a professional way, they came on in one of Prague's puppet theatres to entertain the crowds. Imagine 4 lads with hair as long as any girl's, peaked caps, navy blue corduroy jackets trimmed with leather, the whitest of shirts, grey trousers, and high black pointed boots with high heels. So here they are again, Miro Bedrić, Marian Bednar, Dejo Ursini, and Peter Pedro. Age is 18, are ambitious lads, and they're determined to be a success. They think the way to do it is not to imitate other groups, but to make up a repertoire of their own. In future, they want to play only their own compositions, and the Beatman Peter Pedro writes the lyrics and says that he finds it easiest to write the words in English. Well, his English is not at all bad, and so listen to him now talking to our Slovak correspondent.
Here we have in our studio Mr. Pedro. I'd like to ask you a few questions. When did you start your activities as a group?
So our origin, it was last Christmas when our bassman Marian Bednar had explained his idea to our manager Peter Tuchscher. His idea, it was a vocal group. Then Mr. Tuchscher built up a group which name is Beatmen. So it was origin of our group and 3 other groups, together with 112. Jolana and Fontanas were destroyed. They can't exist without us. From the three best groups became one group, which is said to be the best one in our country. We shall see.
And where did you learn your English?
I attended the secondary grammar school, so I started with English 4 years ago, and I passed an examination for English.
Why do you write the text for your songs in English, and why do you sing in English?
As a simple answer, the Slovak language isn't suitable for beat music, so I tried English. And all other non-British groups, for example German, Swedish, Danish, they all use English.
Where did you have performances?
So we had some concerts here in Bratislava, and our trip into the capital, Prague, was a big success for us. Many friends followed us to Prague, which was busy days, and we carried home some contracts with recording managers.
Have you ever been abroad?
No, not as a group, but we want to go to Hamburg, Western Germany, never. There will be a big festival, so we shall try to go there.
Have you no intention to visit England?
I'd like to go to England with our group, but I'm sorry to say that till now we have no invitation to England.
What are your plans for the future?
Our plans, we want to be a group in the same level as the good Liverpoolians and make good records.
Yes, what is your opinion about the Beatles?
Our group likes Beatles very much, more than Stones, though Stones are fantastic musicians, but we prefer Beatles.
As far as I know, you are amateurs, you're not professionals.
So we are amateurs, but maybe in the future we become professional musicians. All of us will have a private jobs. As you have heard, I just passed final examination at the secondary school, and I want to continue my studies. I want to study languages, English and Spanish. I'm the drummer, and my friend Deja Urzini, the lead guitarist, who is the author of most of our songs, wants to finish his studies at first. Miro Bedrik, rhythm guitarist, is just finishing as an apprentice. Only our bassman Marian Bednar wants to interrupt now his studies. He wants to concentrate upon working our group. He is the man who arranges our songs.
Well, Peter, do you know anything about a top 20 competition in England?
Of course. We listen to Top 20 every week. We like it very much. Where we can get news and information about pop music in Britain. And I can say, without exaggeration, that we have some songs which could be easily placed in Top 20. We would also like to take part in this competition.
You have just heard the Beatmen in their own composition, I Miss Her. And there we say goodbye to the Beatmen from Bratislava. And also we come to the end of this youth program. Join me again next Wednesday at the same time and wavelength for another youth program. And send in your suggestions for programs you would like to hear about young people in Czechoslovakia. Send your comments and requests to the English section, Radio Prague, Czechoslovakia. And there we come to the end of this half-hour transmission in English. Join us again, and until then, we wish you a very good night from Radio Prague.